What's up, everybody? So 1 month ago, I decided that for 1 month, I would put my mind to reselling Legos. Now, this all started when I got a lot of Legos from my friend for a really good price, so I thought I'd start. If you do make it to the end of this video, I'm going to share exactly how much it cost to buy all the Legos, all of my expenses, and then of course, all the profit I made. And it's a very sizable amount, not too much, not too little, but make sure you stick around at the end of the video, and without further ado, let's jump right in. So let's go through all of my orders. So the first one, this was the big one. It was actually a deal from my friend. I paid about $210 for roughly 150 Star Wars minifigures. This was by far the best deal, and it was probably the best one of the whole month, actually. And it really kickstarted this whole thing. Next, I picked up 5 sets off Facebook Marketplace for 160. 2 Star Wars sets, and then the rest were Lego City. These weren't really insane steals like the Star Wars one, but they were safe and easy flips. I found this deal on OfferUp, and it was 30 pounds of Legos, including some minifigures and some of them really rare old ones, and it was all for $80. After that, I bought 4 sets that were all Star Wars off of Facebook Marketplace again for $170. Again, this wasn't like a crazy good deal, but I made money off of it, so in the end, it was really solid. Now, my 5th deal was really where things kind of went wrong. I found this set of minifigures on Facebook Marketplace. It was 100 figures for $160. The lady in the description said they were all genuine, clean, everything like that. And I was like, okay, great. $100, this should be a pretty easy flip, as regular standard minifigures, like most of them were, go for like $3 each, and since some of them were a little rare, it could be like $5 to $7. So I was like, this could be, a solid like $100 to $200 in profit, so I bought them. They got shipped to me. When I opened it up, there was this glue substance in the bag. I'm not sure even how that happened, but it appeared that somehow glue or something sticky had gotten in the bag, and about half of them were all sticking together, making them essentially worthless. And the other thing is, about 25% of the Legos weren't actually real Lego. A good amount of these were very obviously not Lego, so I ended up filing a claim on Facebook. So here you can kind of see the back and forth I had with this person. I said it's sticky. She said, thank you so much for reaching out. She said some BS kind of, and then said I could ship it back. I said, can you give a shipping label? She was like, no. And then I just basically said, you said that was what was in the listing. And eventually she did back down after I said I was going to report it to Facebook, and I ended up just having to pay for a box, but yeah. So yeah, after some back and forth, I got her to pay for shipping, and I just ended up having to pay for a small box and got that all resolved. But it goes to show that not every order is going to be a good one, and you need to make sure, because you are at the end of the day taking a small risk with your investment. Now, the 6th and final deal I did was a $300 order off of OfferUp. It was this guy, and he ended up being really cool. He was selling his Star Wars collection of Legos, and like I said, it was for $300. He originally had it up as $500. But yeah, it was really solid. It was a bunch of minifigures and then some sets as well. All in total, I spent $1,080. Now, after the refund, the actual total money that went out was $920. And yeah, let's get into what I made. So from eBay, I made $1,223.64. And then from this Facebook marketing listing, I made $40. Then for this next one, for a bundle I was selling some sets at, I made $260. $200 from this, that was the OfferUp guy. I ended up selling that for $200. And then finally, a really big marketplace listing for $450. So what were my total expenses? Well, eBay and taxes, all the fees was $412. And then the actual cost of all the goods was $920. So all in all, I had to pay $1,332. And then as far as what I made $1,223.64 off eBay, and then $950 off Facebook, which totaled to $2,173.64. Then of course I had to pay all that, so that left me with a profit of $841.29 once everything was said and done. So now of course the question becomes, was it worth it? And to be entirely honest, no. The amount of work that I've had to put in the last month, looking for deals on the internet, packaging stuff. There's so much I didn't even show in this video, just kind of what goes into it. And it may not seem like that much. And then having to deal with eBay fees, and it can just be really frustrating because you only get, 2/3 or so of what you actually make in revenue on eBay. But overall, I would say it's not worth it, and I'm probably just gonna call it here at a month because I did make, a solid amount of money. As far as continuing it long term, it just doesn't really make sense for me. So yeah, but I would definitely say I learned a lot from it. I learned a lot about, talking to people, how to market things better, kind of just, taking good pictures and stuff like that. So I honestly would recommend somebody try it because they might have better success than me. I only tried for a month, but for me personally, it didn't really work out as well as I hoped or maybe thought it could have. Thank you for watching. Please do subscribe if you made it this long in the video because this one did take a good amount of time to make, and I'll see you for the next video.